Thanks to the organizers for this very interesting discussion and for making space to discuss the importance of fostering diversity and inclusion in university innovation centers. My name is Kate Francis, and I'm a technical director focused on gender and social inclusion with USAID's Vietnam Wise project. I was asked to provide a few examples of how university innovation centers around the world are working to increase diversity and inclusion. But first, I think it's worth asking why we're even discussing this topic at all. The answer, luckily, is fairly simple. It's both the right thing to do because women and other underrepresented groups need a fair chance at entering and thriving in the technology sector. It's also the smart thing to do. Diversity increases innovation and results in higher profits. One study by Boston Consulting Group showed that companies with more diverse management teams have 19% higher revenues due to increased innovation. I think it's also worth noting that increasing diversity goes beyond just recruiting more women. It also includes focusing on other social identities, including race, religion, disability status, and even socioeconomic status. So how have university innovation centers fostered inclusion? Most strategies fall into two categories, either increasing participation and recruitment of underrepresented groups or targeting the mission and goals of the center to benefit underserved communities. So first, let's talk about participation and recruitment. Recruiting women and members of minorities and other disadvantaged communities means very targeted communication strategies that reach underserved groups so that those groups are aware of the center and want to seek more information. This often requires additional research to inform the outreach and messaging and images even that reaches and attracts participants from those groups. From there, the focus is on fostering an inclusive and supportive ecosystem for minority groups. This could include peer networks, offering dedicated mentorship opportunities, and hosting tailored gatherings with like-minded industry leaders that are committed to building equitable workplaces where everyone can be successful. Some innovation centers have equitable approaches to helping underserved groups level up with their peers, including targeted coursework to fill skill gaps, provision of free technical assistance, and hardware provision to ensure that cost is not a barrier to participation or success. And finally, many innovation centers leverage their position in the overall university system to serve as a platform for connecting innovators with diverse university groups and affinity groups, such as women in STEM clubs and university offices of inclusion. Turning now to the goals and mission of centers is another way that innovation centers can integrate an inclusion lens into the work that they do. Some of them focus specifically on driving innovation for minority communities themselves. For example, the Native Forge Center at the University of Arizona is designed to drive entrepreneurship in service of underserved tribal nations in the American Southwest. Imperial College London's Enterprise Lab is another example. They have a program to help older members of the community gain access to online resources and to get the most out of their smart devices. So I recommend checking out groups like MIT's Innovation HQ, Imperial College London's Enterprise Lab, and the Native Forge Center within the University of Arizona if you're interested in looking at a few really standout examples, though there are definitely many, many others around the world that are doing great work to increase diversity and inclusion as part of their Innovation Center programming. Thanks so much for your attention and very best wishes for the rest of the summit.